Alright, y'all, I am so excited for today's video. We actually ended up getting a lot of rain during this day, but we just pushed through. So this is the area we're going to be working on. We're going to be doing a lot of mulching. We're going to be putting rocks underneath the grill. I'm starting out by just kind of digging up where I want the weed barrier to go. Y'all, this took a lot. So, anyways, I hope you are having a great day and you are safe where you are. We actually are underneath a tornado watch until a little bit after 8 p.m., which is crazy because we were outside, doing this, and we were in the middle of a tornado watch. So, hopefully everybody's safe out there. But now I'm using, I don't even know what you would call this. It's like a shovel, but it's not the same shovel. It's like for poles, I think. But I was basically creating a line of where I wanted the weed barrier to go. So I don't even think I'm explaining really well what we're doing. But underneath Aaron's grill, wanted to put rocks just because a lot of weeds kind of grow up through there. And then also there was one time where the grill, I guess, was just too hot and some fire had gotten below it, and it had caught, there was a little bit of weed barrier under there, it had caught that on fire, so we had to put it out. So ever since then I thought, you know what, let's put something under there where if something drops, it's not going to catch on fire. So we're going to do rocks there, and we were planning on doing rocks all the way around the pavers, including the area I'm digging right now. But I will let y'all know why we chose not to do that, and if you're on a budget, that's going to be even better for you because it has to do with that. But this project was under $100. I think we spent $31 on the mulch, and then I'm pretty positive it was $68 at Lowe's for all the things we got there. We got weed barrier, staples, and 4 bags of rocks, and I'll show you all that later on just in case you're looking for any of those items. You'll be able to see what we picked out. And now I'm going back with the axe. We do not have a hoe, so I just flipped this backwards and used that part of it. And this is one of those things where you're working harder and not smarter, so I'm about to tell y'all what we're gonna start doing. But I ended up getting my rake and kind of just raking all the clumps out of there, also just to help me see better of what I hadn't done yet. And so yeah, we live in a single wide mobile home. We're doing a makeover on our backyard today, and I hope y'all enjoy this video, and I'll chat a little bit more, or actually a lot more, after these few clips.
And the city's on fire.
I'm about to sneeze. I feel like I'm about to sneeze. I'm going to sit down on the porch and take a break. But I'm all up in y'all's face, sorry. My back cannot handle the wet mud. It is making it so much harder. Like when I'm weeding and it's wet, it's wonderful because you're just using your hand and you can pull it right up. But digging up clumps of dirt when it's wet, it's like, oh, Kimmy, it weighs more right now.
So y'all could see me starting and stopping. I am sweating and it feels good outside today. So I ain't trying to hurt myself this morning. So my plan is, I've got a little bit of weed barrier left. I'm going to take a break and then I'm going to get the weed eater and I'm gonna bald that grass. I'm balding it. And then I'll put the weed barrier down. Underneath the grill, there's not a lot there, probably because he grills and it all gets burned up and dies. I'm gonna use my hands. We're gonna put some gloves on and we're just gonna pull those weeds, because that's just weeds. But I'm dealing with crabgrass. We should call it crap grass. If you have crabgrass, you know what I'm talking about. It is so stubborn. Anyway, know your limits. Do what you can do. What do they call it? Modify it. So we're modifying it. I'm going to weed eat it down to the dirt, hopefully. And just put weed barrier, because right now I'm just working harder than and not smarter, you know what I mean?
So now we're going to be working smarter. I am weed eating this as low as I possibly can. I'm also going to just run the weed eater along the pavers and get up all those weeds right there. And then we're just going to go through with a leaf blower. I'll also just kind of rake all of this, or I don't know if I show y'all me raking again or not. There was some rain a little bit later on today, so a lot of this is actually just going to be me showing y'all the progress as it happens, and not as much of this kind of doing it. You know, I like to film the doing because that's fun to me, but a lot of this is just us talking and showing everything that we got done step by step. So I'm almost done with the weed eating, and I'm gonna get our leaf blower out. Both of these tools are Cobalt. We have the trimmer, the leaf blower, and a, oh my gosh, what do you call it? I keep wanting to call it a riding mower. It's the push mower of a push mower. So I like them because we can just use the same battery for all of them, even though we do get them where they come with the battery. That way we have more batteries, but I just like how you can just switch out the batteries and use them. So it's looking a lot better now. And I have a little bit of weed barrier, so I am going to get this raked up, and then we're going to put what weed barrier I do have down, and then Aaron and I are going to head off to go get a truckload of mulch, and we're also going to get the bags of rocks and the weed barrier and some more ground staples, because I was running pretty low on that. And here I'm just trying to flatten everything out as good as I can. Since I was doing a bunch of digging earlier, it was bringing out the stuff in clumps, and whenever I use that hoe when the ground is dry, it really does do a good job of just scraping the grass off of the top. But don't try doing it when it's wet, because you're basically shoveling it out of there.
Let's live life without regrets. Girl, put your faith in me, even though we just met. Let's forget about a curfew, cause all that is stuck in my head. It's me and you, pulse speed and my heart is racing, but I'm not sure I wanna place it, cause it only does this with you. Our bodies meet, I can feel it.
Alright y'all, we went to town. We went to Lowe's to Stay Green landscaping pins. We also got another truckload of mulch right here. Here are the rocks. It's the Earth Essentials, and these are called drainage rocks. And then I also got this weed barrier, ultimate reversible weed barrier landscaping fabric. This was $20 something and it's 150 feet. So it is rainy. I'm going to do this part off camera, and I'm going to just show y'all after I get done with each step what it looks like. Here's how it looks right now. I just stapled in all of the weed barrier. The girls like it too. It's not raining right this minute. Sounds like it might though. I'm nervous to leave the camera out here, but we're going to start putting rocks down. I'm going to start at the far end where that's where the camera's lopsided. I'm gonna start over there under the grill. That's where we need it most for this moment.
Move us into the next dimension. Let's just let our bodies be true. We make out for the thrill of it. Mess around for the thrill of it. Don't stop now, never let this end. For the thrill of it, we can have with no regret.
I don't know what that is. Alright y'all, it's update time. We have both gotten soaking wet. It just had a little break in the rain. Hi Lucy. So we ended up putting mulch here because that little space, it's probably 3 by 4. It took up all 4 bags of rocks, and rocks are a lot more expensive than mulch. And also we did more mulch over there. So Aaron says it should be fine to have mulch here and to have mulch all through here. So I don't know how much mulch we have left. I don't know if it's enough to cover this whole strip, but I've at least got all the mulch here. I did leave a little bit of a gap, you know, where the tree is, just to make sure I'm not suffocating it. And we've got it going all the way to the pavers right here. So just have to make sure that stays clean. But I've got a leaf blower, so that should help. So just need to just fill in a little bit more right there. But I'm going to see what we have and see if I can go ahead and start on that, and then I will update y'all. But this is our cedar tree. So last week I had put some mulch around here, but it wasn't nearly enough. So this whole area has gotten mulched, and there's just a little bit left of the, almost said tarp, because it kind of looks like a tarp, which weed barriers are a little pricey too. I wonder if a tarp would be cheaper. I mean, you won't get as much square feet, I don't think, but maybe, because that's basically what this stuff is. What is she eating? Grass? Anyway, so we've got it going all the way up to the barrier right here. I'll put a little more, get it even closer. Okay, there's the corn. Alright y'all, I'll check back in. I'm glad it looks like things are clearing up back there. Oh my goodness. Look, you hear Aaron, get over here. See how dark all that is? Yeah, that's what we were just under. The big storm is supposed to be here around 4, so I'm trying to get as much done as we possibly can. Alright y'all, we're done. We're done for now. I still want the 4-post and the lights and everything. We got this cleaned off. There was a big outdoor heater here that doesn't really work. So here's the mulch. That's a weed or dirt from probably me this morning. And then we were able to fill in all of this. So I need to come back through, and I've got more work to do. Y'all know it's never ending. So we'll do more stuff. But here's how the mulch is looking. I'm gonna come around this side so y'all can see from this angle. I think it makes the pavers look a lot better to have some stuff around them than them just kind of being out here. So I'm really happy with this. I do have some solar lights. We can plant, well, we can put so many potted flowers and stuff around the tree. There's a lot of potential of things we can do because this is so much empty space now that we could have all sorts of stuff right here. And I also want to walk y'all kind of this way so you can see it. Looks pretty cool. The fire pits and the grilling out, it's going to be fun. I just want to thank y'all for watching today's video. This was done in the rain, if you cannot tell. So if you will share this video with someone you know that likes landscaping or gardening, anything like that, because that's what I do on this channel, that would be amazing. Like the video and subscribe if you haven't already, because every day or every upload we're doing something new or just continuing the work on our yard and make our yard look better. We also have a garden, so there's lots of that. And whenever we run out of things to do, it will be time to start harvesting stuff, and we'll be able to do things indoors. So I hope y'all enjoy this video, and I will see you back here in the next one. Bye.